All right, friends, welcome. And as the subject of today is about Luna. Do you remember Luna? Especially people of my age group, they would remember and they would also cherish their, adolescent age memories. And Luna was one vehicle which we used to cherish, we used to really love. And Luna basically was being used for especially student community to go to their classes, go to school, go to sports complex, and so on and so forth. And this was also used by many people for transportation. It's a very, very practical vehicle, and it used to cost nothing to maintain. It was almost like a bicycle, and you could go to whichever place you want to go, whichever place your vehicle you want to carry you, and very powerful for that size and for that utility. So, if you remember Luna, the program is about Luna, and what is so specific, because I think this vehicle has come and gone. But do you know Luna? This is a vehicle. It was such a simple vehicle, but it was also at the same time very powerful. The this moped, as we used to call Luna, also when it was launched 50 years back, you could buy Luna for only 2,000 rupees. And Kinetic was so successful in cracking this design. You can see that it has a very simple frame, but this frame is lightweight yet very powerful. And in the frame itself, there was a built-in tank which could you can fill the tank for about 5 liter gas or petrol, whichever country you are in. And this will be enough for basically 10 to 15 days, because the engine of Luna was only 35 cc cubic centimeter, and there was no kick. Very, very simple product. Very simple, no dials, no extra kicks, gears, etc. Absolutely nothing, bare minimum. And this was a lovely vehicle. And as you can see in this picture, actually I was searching for an older picture of Luna, but I found this one, which is good enough, because most of the Luna was like this. And then you can also have a passenger, a pillion rider, on the same frame. So you have a seat, and then you can have one more person sitting behind you. And the vehicle was powerful enough to lug the weight of both these passengers with ease. And just in case if you run out of fuel, this vehicle can be paddled just like a bicycle. So it was a very practical vehicle. There was no kick to start. All you have to do is start paddling, and the engine will come to life automatically. And then you go to your college, go to your school, return, and you don't have to really bother about filling it up every now and then, every day or every week, because 5 liter of petrol would give you almost like more than 100 kilometers per liter mileage. So traveling to nearly 500 kilometers was beyond the limit of this small vehicle. But then if you are a student and a commuter in your city, this was a very practical vehicle. So why I'm talking about Luna in my business live stream? Simply because Luna is being planned to be relaunched in a new avatar. And when I heard about this, I was very excited, because my childhood memories are attached to this vehicle, and especially people of my age group would remember this vehicle. And this vehicle was so popular that in the moped market in India, and India is a very large market, as you know, there are a lot of two-wheeler requirements. Even today, people prefer two-wheelers as compared to four-wheelers, because it's much more practical and less expensive to run. And parking problem you can solve by just riding a two-wheeler. Whereas if you go in a four-wheeler, and if you're alone, especially if you're traveling by a car, then it will be very difficult to find the proper parking place. Whereas two-wheeler can be parked in a very narrow, small parking places which are provisioned for two-wheelers. So even today, a lot of people prefer two-wheelers. And when Kinetic announced that they are going to relaunch Luna in a new avatar. I was very excited and I thought I will discuss about it. So we don't know what the new design would be, but this Luna will be called E-Luna because as the name suggests, E-Luna is going to be electric vehicle. And again, very exciting, the same tubular frame, and this tubular frame is reinforced, very strong. It can lug a lot of weight, carry two passengers, and then the Kinetic has decided to launch this vehicle or relaunch this vehicle with the electric power plant with built-in battery in the tubular frame. So this is very exciting, and I think this is going to compete. And I think when we're talking about electric cycles and all that, we're thinking about reinventing the wheel. Well, Luna is almost like a cycle with no start kick or no starter motor. It has a pedal, it has a gear shift built in, and there were no gears in the vehicle. So this vehicle is ready-made to be converted into electrical vehicle. So I think it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to have Luna coming back, or in fact, for that matter, all mopeds coming back in their new avatars as an electric vehicle, because I think the vehicle is ready. There is no work required in terms of preparing the vehicle, reinventing the vehicle again. It is completely balanced, and it makes sense to basically put a battery power plant into Luna and relaunch it as a E-Luna. So I think this is very exciting. So if you are a fan of riding a two-wheeler or a bike or a motorcycle, and if you are excited about this particular vehicle, since it is going to be very practical, there will be no fuel requirement. As the Luna was, it was very cheap, and it did not costed your parents money also, because all it takes is 5 liters of fuel for a month, which used to cost nothing, and parents did not even mind filling your vehicle for by filling it up for 5 liters, and sort of a huge mileage the vehicle used to give. In fact, this vehicle was so popular, it captured 95% of the India's market, two-wheeler market. And therefore this is very exciting, and I thought I will talk about this in my business live stream. And please let me know if you are excited. And as we have come to the end of our program today, there are few comments, and this is from Chandra Sen, and he is asking that he took birth recently, and then he did not know what is this option called Luna. So obviously, a lot of the generation which is studying now are missing out this action that my generation people used to do on Luna. We used to do all kinds of stunts on Luna, because Luna was something which was very practical for a small use, for a small child, or even carrying two passengers. It never used to fail in case you run out of fuel. So there are no gauges also in Luna where you have to keep checking whether the fuel is getting into reserve, because you're not bothered. Even if you run out of fuel, you can pedal it like a bicycle. So it was a very practical approach. And since now we are talking about e-cycles, I think Luna is ready. All we need to do is replace the 35cc engine, replace with the electric motor, and relaunch it. So I think I'm able to answer your question, Chandrasen. This is exciting because the vehicle is ready. You don't have to design a new cycle. It is very well tested. It was liked by millions of Indians, and they had the major market share before they basically went out and other variants took its place after 50 years. So the reign of Luna was 50 years, and they were selling almost like 2,000 vehicles every day. So you can imagine, the kind of vehicles were produced by Kinetic, and now they are relaunching it. So, all right. So I think this is something which I felt I talk about it because I felt that it is nostalgic to many Indians who are my age group or even older than me, or maybe one or two generations after me. So What do you feel about this? If you have any comment suggestions, do send in your comments. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you again tomorrow with something more intriguing, interesting with regard to business. Take care. Bye bye. Keep selling.